Evening, it's Nick Kirkman in the role of creativity coach. Ooh, yeah. Anyway, hello. Hope you're doing all right. This is another video on the lost feeling, but this is actually the start of feelings. Feelings? This is the start of exploring how to get unlost, or at least get a sense of purpose that will orient you properly. So, a few of the people that I follow recommend that you go find a list of values, pick your favourite ones, and work out what your values are. And there's definitely merit in that. Even in acceptance commitment therapy, they've got a list on one of the pages by I've forgotten, Russ Harris. Anyway, cracking stuff. Came across his work nearly a decade ago. Crikey. Anyway, list of values, good start. Another person I follow talks about the people you admire actually speaks to who you could be and what your values are. And so, and this is not one of his suggestions, but this is one of my suggestions. Is to make a list of the people that you admire. And based on that list of people that you admire, envision two scenarios. One scenario being, in a few years' time, you have a conversation with them along the lines of, thank you so much, you really inspired me. I went on to do X, Y, and Z because of your work. And then they look at you and they are utterly touched, and more than utterly touched. They respect you and admire you. So if you could imagine what it is that, if you can work out what it is you admire about them, and then work out what it is that you could do that would develop the self-respect and the worthiness of respect of the people that you admire, that's going to provide you a nice level of insight into what your actual your values are. And I do mean admire, I don't mean envy, because they come from a different place, and one implies that you are prepared to do the work, and the other implies that you're not. So the other scenario I would like you to imagine, I think you'd benefit from, I did, it was sobering, was to imagine having a conversation with those people that you admire today. And if they were to look at you and your habits and see the habits that you maybe hide from other people, maybe in a tough love, certainly not in a mean way, but maybe a tough love way, maybe as encouragement, what do you think they would say to the current version of you to get you more oriented on the right path? Just by way of example and oversharing, depending how well you know me already, you probably are aware I'm a little bit addicted to self-help and over-intellectualizing, and that feeling of I want to sort stuff out before I get stuck in. And when I did this exercise, I realized one of the people I admire, and I've actually asked her and she agreed to be my mentor, thank you, I could very well imagine her saying, stop over-intellectualizing, get your work done and get it out there. So So that's one of my things to work on. Tune in for next week's episode. Well, that's a bit better than expect more, isn't it? Anyway, there'll be more on getting focused, getting unlost, getting oriented properly. This week, the next week's thing was just an idiom that I like to use. I also like to use silly voices. Did you know? Anyway, thank you for your time and attention. Good luck in your adventures in colouring in, or whatever your creativity outlet is. Bye-bye, ciao, ciao, mwah, 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 mwah. Just before I get interrupted by people going out of the classroom. Ciao.